It's said that 1 in every 3 children under the age of 19 in the United States of America is overweight or obese. Now, have you ever been to that point in your life where you know you're overweight and you want to lose weight, but you just cannot figure out how to do it? If you have, don't beat yourself up over it, because most of us have been there at least once or twice in our lifetimes. Some of us maybe even 5 or 10 times. And we still just cannot figure out how to lose weight and how to keep it off. Now, I genuinely believe that people are just misinformed. And if people were properly informed on how to make these small lifestyle changes without going on fad diets or without burning themselves out in the gym, that we could see a drastic and very sustainable rate of increase on the overall health of the population. Now, the statistics don't lie. With 1 out of every 3 children under the age of 19 years of age overweight or obese, it's pretty obvious that the solution needs to start in our youth. Now, we all know coming up through the schooling system that as you come up through the schooling system, you'll see that you're required to take a whole lot of physical education courses, pretty much all through your high school years. And these physical education courses are aimed at actually getting children the exercise they need for their daily lives to remain healthy. But what we need to do is we need to implement a program to where the students actually sit down in a classroom with a teacher and a book and learn the fundamentals of a healthy lifestyle and how to keep yourself healthy, and then how to get yourself healthy when you found yourself in a bad spot. This knowledge is the key to everything. And if we could teach it to our youth at an early age, then we might be able to save them from fighting that same uphill battle that we're fighting today as a society. Now, I myself have lost some weight over the past year or so, and I have people coming up to me all the time. They ask me, "Hey Jeremy, how'd you lose weight? You know, what did you do? How did it work for you? You spend a lot of time in the sauna, or you take diet pills, or you know, what diet did you go on?" But you know, that really wasn't it at all. And what I have to try to explain to them, and oftentimes the problem is people don't want to hear it, but what I explain to them is that it's not those things that you would generally think would help lose weight that are the key. The key is to make small lifestyle changes that you can sustain over a long period of time. Now, I know that I can't go out there and run 10 miles every day for the rest of my life, but I do know, you know, maybe I can jump on an exercise bike for a half hour to 45 minutes a day, 6 days a week. You know, that's not too bad. Maybe I can run 3 miles a day every couple of days. But the whole point is not to do stuff and to get over ambitious to where I can't keep up with it. And the same goes with eating habits. You know, it's all about the small changes. You don't want to cut your caloric intake to 600 calories a day. You don't want to go on the one-day diet where you eat one day and then you fast the next day. You don't want to take diet pills because they do horrendous things to your body, especially at young ages. But what you want to do is you want to start making those small changes that you're not even going to notice after a while, so you can actually take those with you throughout life and live healthier and stay healthier and have less of a chance of developing diseases and diabetes and gaining weight back. Now, these small changes might include, for example, many of you probably eat ice cream. Well, instead of eating ice cream, why not eat frozen yogurt? Me myself, I can't taste the difference between the two. So why would I want to eat something that is way higher in fat intake and way higher in caloric intake when I could eat something that tastes just the same that's a lot healthier for me? I wouldn't. For me, you know, Diet Coke tastes the same as regular Coke. I don't taste the difference. So those are small changes that I can make without noticing. Now, some of you may say, you know, Coke and Diet Coke, there's a big difference. But that's my point. The point is, what works for me is not going to work for you. Not all the time. Maybe sometimes. But some of you, I know, are out there saying, you know, Diet Coke is disgusting compared to Coke. Well, that works for me, but you got to find the changes that work for you. Just those changes. Diet Coke and frozen yogurt. Those are changes, you know, that add up to a lot of calories over time. And it's a lot of smaller changes. Instead of ordering a certain kind of pizza, order it in a healthier way. Or instead of preparing chicken one way, prepare it in a different way. Get a George Foreman lean grill. Do whatever you can to start making these small changes that you can't really tell, and then you're going to get used to them. And people are going to be asking you how you lost weight, and you're going to have to explain to them a million times because they're not going to listen. But that's what it is. It's about these small changes, and that's the problem today. People want results now. People want to go to the gym for a week and spend 3 hours a day in there, and they want to see that scale drop 2 pounds. Well, I'm going to tell you that making small changes in your lifestyle and your eating style and your exercise style, that's not going to happen. But you are going to see over time more weight and more weight and more weight, and before you know it, it's 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, and you'll notice that weight will keep dropping. And when you do eat some stuff that you really shouldn't be eating, your body's going to react to it better because your metabolism is actually going to be increased. So as long as you don't revert back to the way you were eating before, and you sustain those changes that you've made, you're going to be good. You're going to live longer. Your metabolism is going to be higher. You're going to be healthier and happier. And it all comes down to the small changes. Are you willing to make these small changes and take the time to change your life forever? And if you're not, you're just going to end back up on the couch and less motivated and probably more overweight than you were before. That's the key, and that's what people don't understand. And I genuinely believe that if people were more informed on what is effective in the realms of weight loss and health upkeep, that we could see some drastic changes. And the earlier we teach our youth about these changes and about these wonderful ways to stay healthy, then maybe we'll stop seeing this uphill battle being fought, and we won't put our kids into the same situation that we are in right now, because they'll know how to battle overweight problems, and they'll know how to help themselves when they are overweight and need help. So if we do this, then we could see our children enjoying the years to come and living longer and healthier and happier lives. And that's genuinely what we want. We want to live longer, and we want to be happier. And it all comes down to the small changes and the small sacrifices you're willing to make in your life. So the question is, what are you willing to do?